Hi guys, welcome to No Makeup Sunday. Today I thought I could vlog a little bit for you guys, purely to show you some new recording and camera kind of YouTube equipment that I have bought recently. I thought I would show it to you in a little bit of a vlog haul kind of thing, but I also wanted to move around my little filming setup a bit. As you can see, I have a new ring light, and there's kind of a story why I've only just gotten one of those, so I will explain that. But I have that, I have a new camera, I have some new lenses and a new mic and stuff, so I wanted to kind of shuffle this area a little bit and tidy it up. As you can see, I did sell my Alex 9 drawer, which I mentioned in my last sort of makeup clean out tidy up vlogs that I did on my channel. I'll link them in the description box if you guys haven't seen them, but I'm just trying to sort out this area. It was looking clean, it started to look a little bit messy again, and I thought that I could just vlog a little bit and show you guys so you could see like the before and after. I did just start pulling down some photos off my wall, and I paused because I thought I'll grab my camera and start this, but look how gross this is. This is like dust or soot or something from my candles that has like built up on the back of where you can see all like the little Polaroid kind of squares were. Ew, ew. Now that that's done, I feel like that whole area just looks a little bit more brighter. It's also a little bit more boring. I don't know whether I'll put something back up there, but for now, it at least looks clean. I'm gonna move on to this area here, and I am not a lighting expert, and my space really isn't very conducive to a good lighting setup, but I really just have to work with what I've got in terms of filming space because there's no other room. So I'm going to, I think, clear everything else off of here. I have some new of these Lancome Juicy Shakers. I am absolutely loving these at the moment, and they smell so amazing. And I got this little gift set, like as a gift with purchase. I think if you spent over $75, so really liking that as well. But I've got a lot of stuff to put away, and then maybe I can pull everything out and we can work out what to do from there. That's the plan. The one thing I've never really liked about my setup is how I have to have everything as far as I can against the wall, which does mean more space here, but it also means that I can't get behind the camera to adjust any of the settings. And if you ever used a DSLR before, you know that you really kind of need to be behind the camera to sort of fiddle with stuff to get it working properly. So hopefully maybe I can pull this out a little bit more and across. And I know it's going to mean less space here, but I don't know, it's like a toss-up. I am eventually still hoping to sell this piece, so that will create some more space over here so it won't feel so cluttered. And then I have this little, this was from Kmart, and it's obviously not for this, but right now it's holding a couple of tripods and there's some lights in there and some more, what are they called, like umbrellas, the white umbrellas as opposed to the silver ones. You can be moved somewhere else. This is really difficult with one hand. And then we have my first light box that I ever used here, which I usually just use at the back now, like to light the back of my room, not so much to actually light me in the videos because they are so big and bulky. I just totally realized what is wrong with this scenario. We need some tunes. What do we got here? A little bit of 1975, a little bit of Keith Urban. Come on. Oh, I like that song. So I usually have my camera sitting on this tripod here. I'm not even sure what the brand of it is, but it's a decent one. Oh, there it is. WF something, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I use for like day-to-day filming. And then I have another one that I use if I need to move my camera somewhere else, because basically that was pretty much locked in to where it was sitting. However, my first new piece of equipment to show you is this. It's the Stellar lighting system, or the ring light, and I actually bought this with this tripod light stand, whatever you want to call it, and it comes with a little ball joint, I don't know what you'd call it, but that your camera can sit on. It actually comes with a light and everything. This is the dimmable version. Actually, it's not plugged in, so that's not going to help you at all, but you can dim it. The stand, the light, this, it also came with this bag over here, which I will show you what is inside it. Wow, I've managed to make a big mess of my room in a short amount of time. But inside this, it also comes with a mirror now. It's still got the plastic on it, which is why it looks frosty, but it is a nice mirror, and it actually sits down here like this, so you can film or, I don't know, take selfies. Apparently, Kylie Jenner actually has one of these with this mirror and the little camera, not camera, like iPhone holder that comes in it. Let me see if I can find it. It's in the bag somewhere. Oh, here it is. So you also get this little doobie lappy with it, which can sort of sit in here, and you can prop your iPhone or phone in there and literally use it as lighting for selfies, or if you record on a phone. So yeah, I have seen photos or video of it, and I'm sure it was what Kylie Jenner had, which is kind of crazy, a light for selfies. But anyway, this sits there, but I found that with my camera, the actual grip of it is too big and it doesn't sit straight. So I'm gonna have to find a way to make that work, but it's quite a good little system. I ordered it directly from the Stella website. They do ship to Australia, and you can get the European version, which comes with a, like, not an Australian plug, but you plug it in an adapter and you can put it into the Australian voltage, which is something that I wanted to highlight if you're looking at these and you are in Australia, or you are somewhere that has 220 to 240 volt power, which is a lot stronger than the US, which I think is only like 120 or something like that. So if you buy the US version and plug it straight into an Australian power point, it will blow up. And that is what happened to me. I should have realized there was actually a warning on the box, and when I first got mine, which was actually a couple of years ago, I got so excited, plugged it in straight away, boom. I blew it up. I bought another light because I thought maybe I'd just blown the globe. So I bought another globe, had it shipped, spent all that money. No, it was dead, and it's actually hiding. If I take you guys in here, it's hiding in the back of my closet down there. I should actually get it out. Let's pull it out here. Yeah, so I have one which I kind of can't use. I'm gonna actually probably have to throw it out unless anybody knows if there's a way that you can fix it. Like, can you fix the fuse? Can you do something? If you know, if you've had this experience, let me know. I just realized that I'm really zoomed in. I'm like, why am I coming in and out of frame? There we go. So yeah, so that is the reason why it's taken me so long to buy another one, is because I was kind of scarred for buying the first one. I'd spent all that money, wasn't able to use it, and it made me really sad. So it's been a few years, saved up again, decided to purchase it. The kit with shipping, so the stand, the light, all the other bits and pieces, the bag, everything that I showed you, came to around 400 and something Australian dollars when you convert it. So it's certainly not cheap. It's an investment. You can get a slightly cheaper version that doesn't have the dimming, but if you need to be close to your light like I do, as you can see, I kind of sit quite close to where my camera is, you probably want one that is dimmable, or you need to find some way to dim it. And then there's also the LED version, which is more expensive again, but I actually think is better. And if I had have had the money, or if I was doing this full time, I probably would have gone to that version. Okay, so the point of that whole rambly story is that I think I'm going to try and use this as my tripod, obviously lift this up and see how that goes. And if worse comes to worse and I can't, I'm going to have to push the light back and put a tripod in front, or maybe even use, like, shrink my tripod and use it on the actual desk. First world vlogger problems. I've just realized that my battery is currently flashing at me because it's about to die, and I can't find the spare one anywhere. I've looked in my handbags, I've looked where the charger was, I've looked where I have other camera stuff. So if anybody can give me any suggestions on where you think I may have put my second battery for my vlogging camera, I'm all ears. But for now, I think I'm gonna have to take a chocolate break. Yes, have some Kinder chocolate. I'm gonna eat this, let my battery charge, and then I'll get back to this lovely work in progress. I don't want you guys to miss anything. So I'm sitting here trying to decide how best to do this. Usually these are completely tucked in underneath, but trying to make the space fit, I kind of need a decent gap underneath, as you can see. So question is, do I leave it like this Do I try and buy a longer one of these, or do I try and squish them back together? It's just trying to make this work is really not as straightforward as I would like it to be. My face is all red like I've been working out. I don't know if that's the camera or if I'm actually like working up a sweat with this, but I've kind of got it to a point where like it almost fits together by this much. So I don't know if I just live with that like little gap or if I keep on shuffling. As it is, I've kind of got them all completely joined together. So I still probably won't be able to get behind the camera, but at least I've got some lighting going on. Yay! I've just popped my mirrors back up, gave them a little bit of a wipe down because they were pretty dusty. This one in the back here, I've said before, but it's from IKEA, and this one in the front is by Simple Human, and I picked that up off of Amazon. So, showing you guys some of the other new equipment that I got. The first thing is probably the most important thing, and you can't even see it because of the contrast. Let me turn these lights off and see if it makes it any easier. Oh, this is what I mean by the dimming. So it does dim, gets quite bright, and then it goes off. And then here we have my camera. This is my new baby. It is a Canon EOS 80D, which I think is the newest of the like crop cameras that they have, the DSLRs from Canon. I've previously been filming on this baby over here, which is a Canon EOS Kiss X5, or also known as a T3i Rebel or a 600D here in Australia, and then I've had a Tamron lens. This has served me well, and it still is working perfectly fine. I'm actually going to see if I can sell it to somebody who maybe wants to try DSLRs for the first time. Plenty of people still use it. It doesn't, however, have like tracking autofocus or live autofocus while you're recording, so I decided to bite the bullet and upgrade to this one, which does. I also have bought a couple of new lenses. This is the 24mm pancake lens, and I've also got the 40mm lens. Both of these are STM ones, which is supposed to be quiet or silent autofocus. However, they aren't completely silent, which is something that audio is just something that I've never had to worry about too much, but it's always been a bit of a struggle for me. So I decided to invest in a microphone as well. I went with the Rode Smart Lav, I think it's called, which is this thing here. So it's a little lav mic which is currently twisted, but will generally just sort of, I don't know, you connect yourself to your lapel, and basically what you can do is plug this directly into your iPhone, and then there is an app which I will show you guys here, which you can record your audio right into your phone. However, you do then have to sync up your audio. So my way that I thought to work around that is I did a little bit of research, and you can buy a little adapter. It's actually this thing here, this SC3, which changes it from a TRRS to a TRS. Now that means absolutely nothing to me, but basically what it means is that you can plug it in to either a recorder or straight into the little mic port on the camera here. So this one has both a headphone jack and a mic port. I think the mic port is the top one. So I'm going to plug this in here, and then I might actually have it running underneath. I also bought an extension cord, so that's this thing here. So the mic itself was around, I think, $60, $70-ish. Then this, I think, was maybe 20, and this was 40, but I paid 30 because they gave me a discount, which was nice of them. So it adds up to, what, a bit over $100, but I think in the long run it's going to be worth it, because it means that I can just clip this on. This will be my audio. It plugs straight into my camera, so there's no power. I don't have to worry about accidentally not turning it on, which is what happened to me with my last mic, this one here. Let me show you guys. So I have one of these. This is a Rode like Video Pro mic, and basically what it does is it sits directly on top here and it records your audio. However, there's an on-off switch, and I once sat here and filmed 5 videos in a day without turning it on. And after that day, after I had a big old cry about it, I don't think I ever really used this again. So this might be something else that I sell to somebody, particularly if they do kind of vlog style videos or you shoot outside, like this kind of audio is what you need if you're not like, if you're trying to film other people or trying to film things on the go. Whereas this mic, yeah, I'm gonna be like attached to something, but it's okay because I basically just sit here anyways. I don't know. I thought it was an idea. I'm gonna try it, see how I go. I know it's probably not super interesting to those of you who really don't care about this, but I figured some of you would care about the behind the scenes stuff, particularly if you are yourself trying to get into making videos. And then I bought myself a new little remote as well because the one that I've been using was just like a knockoff one, and it was kind of, it was working but it wasn't working perfectly, so I thought, you know what, let's just do that as well. So new camera, new lenses, new mic. Fingers crossed it will all go well. I haven't even had a chance to test it out because I have been sick, and this will probably be potentially the first video that goes back up after I've been sort of not filming for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, I don't know how this is all going to go, but I'm sure you'll see it and you can give me feedback on what you think. I've got all these extra batteries and stuff for this camera and lenses, and some I'll use, like I'll still probably keep this Tamron lens, but then there's others that I might try and sell with the camera because they just don't really, aren't what I'm looking for the new one, even though I can kind of use them both. Most of the lenses that I use are EFS lenses, which is the type of mount that the Canon uses. So any lenses that you use on a 600D also fit on the 70D or 80D like I've got, just in case you were curious and wondering. Okay, so now I've kind of got to work out what I put back on my desk. I have a lot of skincare that just sits there because I've got really nowhere else to store it, and there's some things like a cleanser that I use every day and like setting sprays and stuff that I need to put on there, and obviously I need to put some brushes back. But it just looks so neat and clean right now. I'm going to play around with that, put some stuff back. It's not the best solution in the world, but for now I just grabbed this box that I had from a Net-a-Porter order, and I've kind of just put everything in there just so at least it's contained to this box, and if I do need to move it, then at least I just have to move the box and not all the individual bits. And I'd already been using a box for a smaller one, but again a Net-a-Porter box for my clean brushes. I need to sort out a better system for my brushes. I have too many going at once, but that's what's there. Have some stuff that I'm going to use for videos sort of straight up as soon as I start filming, so that stuff can stay out and then eventually it'll get put away. I have my microphone now, which I'll have running from underneath. So I have it plugged in, sort of hanging over the back so I can still see the screen. It runs down the back there, around and back up. So hopefully that won't get in the way and I won't kick it or rip it out or whatever. We'll just have to wait and see. And then I still have a few bits and pieces on my bed that need to be put away somewhere. And some stuff on the floor which still needs to go. Some of this stuff I'm in the middle of like trying to sell on eBay. I'm trying to sell this Pampered Chef little tool turnabout thing, which is really nice. It's just white and you can use it to store your brushes, but I don't use it to store mine. It's never been used, so I don't know what I'm going to do about the other light. So that is it for this kind of random Sunday afternoon vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing what I've been doing and seeing my new filming setup, so you can kind of understand the behind the scenes. Like I've said, I'm not a pro at this by any means, and it's all trial and error and learning, but hopefully with every change that I make, it makes the quality of my videos a little bit better. And yeah, I don't know, I enjoy that tech stuff and the behind the scenes. I love seeing other people's setups, so that's why I thought I would share mine with you. Other than that, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Rachel and I'll see you all next time. Bye!